What's up, everyone? It's about 7 in the morning. I'm getting ready to head down to MacArthur, Ohio. I'm going to go do some hiking at Zaleski State Forest. We've got about a 12-mile trail locked on for today. There might be a bit of rain, but who knows? Brought a raincoat just in case. So let's get going. So we're about an hour out right now from being there. Just something funny I remember. Just given the scenery and everything around. I spent some time down in Brazil, about 6 months living down there, and I went to Iguazu Falls down in the Misiones province, and on the way down I was kind of chuckling because the geography kind of looks similar to this, what you see in like southern Ohio with a lot of open farm fields, tall trees, a bunch of grain silos and stuff like that. And I kind of laughed because aside from some really tall hills, it could have passed for Ohio. I could have sent some pictures to my friends and said I'm back in Ohio, and they would have believed it. Just an interesting thing I was just thinking about here. But yeah, we're about an hour out. What's up? We're here at the trailhead, getting ready to start. Pretty nice range. There's a couple of different routes. One goes as far as about 17 miles. Didn't think I'd have that one to be able to actually get done today. I've got some company joining me on the trail, so I didn't want to push that far. Pretty nice little spot, though. Don't get me wrong, there's some traffic here. I've seen one other person actually start the trail. The section we're going to be doing is only about 12 miles, and I'll put a picture of the trail map up so you can see what's going on there. So this is the parking lot. There's more than enough spaces available. There's probably only about 10 vehicles here right now, and one person just headed off on the trail. The only other person I've seen is right over here in the Hope Schoolhouse. It's a little historical spot you can check out if you're interested in that. I'm more interested in getting on the trail, so stay tuned. Woo. Oh yeah, what a great start to a trail, just straight uphill. Yeah, no kidding. I hope this isn't the entire trail, because dude, yeah, I was sitting here like did we I didn't accidentally choose a horse trail, did I? What if it's like this the whole way? Like just, well, it says it's like, you're gonna be feeling it tomorrow. Dude, it says it's like 1,400 feet of elevation. I mean, I'm sure it'll level out a little bit. Okay. Cool. There we go. There's a trail. Came from down there, coming up this hill. But we're still coming up this hill.
climbing up this hillside. It just keeps going up and keeps going up and keeps going up, and it's raining. You think it's gonna be, you know, you're gonna get to the top and it's gonna apex, but no, it's gonna climb me up a little bit more and a little bit more. I haven't stopped yet. He's getting a little wet, just a little wet though. Whew, we lived.
All right, what's up? We just finished our 12-mile trail. It's about 1,400 feet elevation. Took us about 6 hours, but we played around for about an hour. Got rained on for a bit of it. I'm exhausted, but we ended here at this really cool shelter house on Lake Hope. So we're gonna hang out, spend the rest of the day here, probably catch a good sunset, and see what else happens. What's up? So I wanted to give you my final thoughts on that trail. That's been my longest trail this year with the most elevation I've had. As far as difficulty goes, we'll go 1 out of 10. I'd put that one at about a 5. It's kind of in the middle. I've been on trails that were much more exhausting than that. As far as scenes go, probably a 6 out of 10. A lot of nice scenery, a lot of nice rock faces, but you are in the woods for a lot of it. The weather didn't really seem to bother much. We probably did get rained on for an hour or two. It wasn't that bad. The trail didn't flood out or anything like that, and we were able to keep moving. It was nice about halfway, maybe a little more than halfway along the trail. There was a backpacking camp where we were actually able to refill our water and stuff like that. So yeah, overall, great trail. I think it's worth the drive. Lake Hope is a whole 5 minutes from there. That's where we ended. So we just, packed up and headed over there just to hang out, and the shelter house happened to be open and empty. So we took a seat and hung out the rest of the day there. Yeah, if you like this kind of stuff, you're into trails, you're into hiking, you have any suggestions, questions, anything like that, feel free to leave me a comment. I'm always open to ideas of where to go next. If you'd like, subscribe to this channel because I'm going to keep doing this for every trail I hit locally and as I go with some distance. I've got a really neat trip planned here at the end of June, but up until then, I'll be hitting a lot more local trails and we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching.